Hello, my friend. Let me tell you a story about Eleanor, a warm-hearted 74-year-old grandmother from Kentucky. Every morning, she'd water her garden and greet the sunrise with a smile. But one rainy evening, everything changed. She slipped on the kitchen floor, not hard, not fast, and yet her hip cracked with the sound of something much more fragile than it should have been. A simple fall that never should have done so much damage. Her doctor later told her what millions of older adults don't realize until it's too late. Your bones are healing slower, and you've been losing strength for years, mostly while you sleep. Eleanor was stunned. She thought she was eating well. She never skipped meals. But what she didn't know was that the nighttime hours are when bones are most actively repaired, and the foods we eat just before bed can either fuel that healing or starve it. That quiet moment after brushing your teeth, turning off the lights, and settling into bed, it's more than just the end of the day. It's the beginning of your body's most powerful repair cycle. And your bones? They're working harder than you think while you rest. So what if I told you that 5 simple bedtime snacks, easy, comforting, and delicious, could help rebuild bone strength while you sleep? What if these small choices could protect you from fractures, restore your balance, and maybe even help you avoid the painful path Eleanor had to walk? In today's video, we're uncovering the truth behind these 5 powerful nighttime foods, backed by science, easy to find in your kitchen, and full of nutrients your bones crave. These snacks aren't just tasty, they're quietly saving your strength. Because here's something most people don't talk about. Your bones don't just break from age, they break from neglect. And the good news? That ends tonight. Let's explore these 5 bedtime bone healers so you can rest easy, knowing that while you sleep, your body is healing. The simple science behind bone regeneration at night. When we think about healing, most of us imagine action, daylight, movement, medication, maybe even surgery. But what if I told you the most critical bone repair work happens while you're completely still, fast asleep? That's not wishful thinking. It's science. As we age, our bones naturally lose density. It's a process called osteopenia, and for many it quietly develops into osteoporosis, a condition that weakens bones so severely that even a gentle fall can lead to a fracture. But the good news is that bone is living tissue, and it's always remodeling, breaking down old material and building new structure. And this rebuilding process is most active at night. Here's why. During sleep, your body ramps up the production of growth hormone, a vital player in tissue regeneration. At the same time, melatonin, your sleep hormone, also increases. Melatonin isn't just for sleep. It supports bone metabolism and improves how your body uses calcium. So while you're curled up under the covers, your bones are hard at work, repairing tiny micro damages, rebuilding density, and renewing their strength. But they can't do it alone. They need raw materials, calcium to fortify, magnesium to regulate, protein to rebuild, and vitamin K2 and D to direct the traffic, guiding calcium to where it's needed most. That's where your bedtime snack comes in. Eating the right foods before sleep gives your body the fuel it needs at the exact moment it's doing the heaviest lifting. Imagine going to bed and knowing that what you just ate is working for you all night long, not against you. But here's the tricky part. Not all snacks are created equal. Late-night choices like cookies, crackers, or salty chips may feel comforting, but they can leach minerals from your bones and disturb your sleep. They spike blood sugar, disrupt hormone rhythms, and leave your body working overtime on digestion rather than healing. Instead, what you need is a snack that's nutrient-dense but gentle, one that quietly slips in with protein, calcium, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds, without overburdening your system. The right snack supports your bone matrix at a cellular level and helps keep bone loss at bay, especially after the age of 60. Here's something personal. I've seen friends, people I care about deeply, go from fragile to firm simply by making this one change. A small bowl of yogurt, a cup of turmeric milk, a few prunes. They didn't overhaul their diets or spend a dime on supplements. They just learned to feed their bones when their bones were listening. Think of your body like a garden. There's a time for planting, a time for growing, and a time for quiet nourishment. Nighttime is your nourishment hour. In just a moment, I'll show you 5 bedtime snacks that bring all of this science to life. You don't need to memorize nutrients or chase expensive superfoods. You only need to choose one of these before bed and let your body do the rest. Ready to discover what's on the plate? Let's start with snack number 1. It's cool, creamy, and packed with more bone power than you might expect. 1. Greek yogurt with chia seeds and cinnamon. If there's one snack that checks all the boxes for bone health, it's this one. Plain Greek yogurt topped with chia seeds and a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's simple, satisfying, and quietly powerful. Let's start with the yogurt. Just half a cup of plain Greek yogurt contains around 100 to 150 milligrams of calcium, depending on the brand. But more than that, Greek yogurt is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles and bones through the night. This gradual release helps maintain amino acid levels in your bloodstream as you sleep, supporting tissue repair, including the bone matrix. Now add chia seeds. These tiny seeds are a mighty source of omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, both of which reduce inflammation and support calcium absorption. Just 1 teaspoon offers over 40 milligrams of magnesium, a critical mineral many older adults lack. Lastly, cinnamon. While it's often used for flavor, cinnamon offers antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. It may help regulate blood sugar overnight, keeping your hormonal environment stable, which is key for bone metabolism. And the best part, this snack is easy on your digestion, low in sugar, and supports better sleep, thanks to the combo of protein and fat that keeps blood sugar steady. How to make it. Half cup plain Greek yogurt, 1 teaspoon chia seeds, 1 pinch ground cinnamon. Eat it 30 to 60 minutes before bed and let your bones quietly soak up the benefits. 2. Almond butter on whole grain toast. Sometimes the simplest foods are the most healing. Almond butter on whole grain toast is one of those bedtime snacks that feels like comfort food, but it also quietly strengthens your bones. Almonds are one of nature's richest sources of magnesium and vitamin E. Just 1 tablespoon of almond butter contains about 45 milligrams of magnesium, an essential mineral that works alongside calcium to build and preserve bone density. Magnesium also helps regulate parathyroid hormone, which controls calcium levels in your bones. Almond butter is also a plant-based source of healthy fats and protein, which are vital for keeping your blood sugar stable overnight and reducing nighttime cortisol spikes that can damage bone tissue over time. Now pair that with a slice of whole grain toast, and you've got added complex carbohydrates and fiber, which help your body produce serotonin, a precursor to melatonin. In other words, this snack doesn't just help your bones, it helps you sleep deeper and longer, which further supports the bone healing process. A personal note here. I started adding this snack before bed once or twice a week, and I noticed my early morning stiffness began to fade. It wasn't a miracle cure, it was consistency. It was giving my body what it needed to do its job. How to make it. 1 slice of whole grain bread, toasted. 1 tablespoon natural almond butter, unsweetened. Enjoy it warm with a glass of water or warm herbal tea. Your bones will thank you. 3. Warm golden milk. Turmeric plus milk plus black pepper. There's something deeply soothing about sipping a warm drink before bed. But when that drink is golden milk, a mix of turmeric, milk, and a dash of black pepper, you're doing more than relaxing. You're quietly feeding your bones. Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural compound with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is one of the silent enemies of bone density, especially in older adults. Chronic inflammation can interfere with the body's ability to rebuild bone, making turmeric a valuable ally in your nightly routine. Milk, of course, brings the calcium. 1 cup of warm cow's milk provides around 300 milligrams of calcium and 8 grams of protein, both essential for bone remodeling. And if you prefer plant-based milk, look for one that's fortified with calcium and vitamin D, like almond or soy milk. Why the black pepper? It contains piperine, which enhances the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without it, much of turmeric's healing potential would go to waste. Drinking golden milk before bed not only calms the body, it provides your bones with the nutrients they need during their most active repair cycle. How to make it. 1 cup milk, dairy or fortified plant-based. 1/2 teaspoon ground turmeric. Pinch of black pepper. Optional, tiny splash of honey for taste. Warm gently on the stove. Sip slowly, sleep deeply, heal naturally. This next pairing might surprise you, but it's backed by science and beloved by those who've tried it. Kiwi and cottage cheese may seem like an odd couple, but together they offer a symphony of nutrients that support overnight bone regeneration. Let's start with kiwi. This small green fruit is incredibly rich in vitamin C, even more than an orange. Vitamin C is essential for the synthesis of collagen, which forms the foundation of your bones before minerals like calcium and phosphorus lock in. Collagen acts like scaffolding, giving your bones structure and flexibility. Cottage cheese is a powerhouse of casein protein, which digests slowly and nourishes your body throughout the night. Just half a cup provides about 14 grams of protein and a generous dose of calcium. It's especially helpful for maintaining lean muscle mass as we age, a key factor in reducing falls and protecting bones. There's also an added benefit. Kiwi contains natural serotonin, which can improve sleep quality. So while your body is busy absorbing bone-strengthening nutrients, it's also drifting into a deeper, more restorative sleep. How to make it. 1/2 cup low-fat cottage cheese. 1 fresh kiwi, peeled and sliced. Serve chilled or at room temperature. It's a light, protein-rich snack that tastes fresh and helps you wake up feeling just a little stronger each morning. 5. Prunes, dried plums. When it comes to bedtime snacks for bone health, prunes might just be the most underrated powerhouse on the list. Often dismissed as just for digestion, these sweet, chewy, dried fruits are actually backed by serious science when it comes to protecting your bones, especially as you age. Prunes are rich in vitamin K, a nutrient critical for bone mineralization. Without enough vitamin K, your body can't properly use the calcium you consume. Just 4 to 5 prunes provide around 25% of your daily vitamin K needs. They're also high in boron, a trace mineral that plays a key role in bone formation and hormonal balance. Boron helps extend the life of osteoblasts, the cells that build bone. In older adults, where estrogen and testosterone levels often decline, boron helps bridge the hormonal gap and maintain bone density. But perhaps the most impressive benefit? Prunes contain polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and may help prevent bone loss. Clinical studies have shown that eating a small number of prunes daily can actually reverse bone loss in postmenopausal women. As a bonus, prunes are naturally sweet and satisfy those nighttime sugar cravings without spiking blood sugar levels. Their soluble fiber content slows digestion, making them a perfect pre-bed treat. How to eat them. Enjoy 4 to 5 prunes about an hour before bed. Eat them plain or chop and mix into a small bowl of unsweetened yogurt or oatmeal. A small handful at night could mean stronger bones for years to come. Let's return to Eleanor for a moment, the kind grandmother from Kentucky who slipped on her kitchen floor. That night shook her. The fracture took weeks to heal, but the emotional wound, the fear of falling again, lingered even longer. She no longer felt safe in her own body. Her story is far too common. But here's what's remarkable. After she recovered, Eleanor didn't give up. She didn't settle for weakness or blame her age. Instead, she asked one simple question. What can I do tonight to support my bones tomorrow? It wasn't a supplement or surgery that turned things around. It was the deliberate decision to nourish her body before bed. She started with one small change, just a warm cup of golden milk each night. A week later, she added cottage cheese and kiwi a few nights a week. And within 2 months, she noticed less morning stiffness, better sleep, and more confidence getting up from her chair or walking through the garden. Her doctor confirmed it. Her bone density scan had improved. That's the quiet power of choosing the right bedtime snack. These 5 foods, Greek yogurt with chia, almond butter toast, golden milk, kiwi and cottage cheese and prunes, aren't fads. They're time-tested, nutrient-dense, and they work in harmony with your body's natural rhythm. More importantly, they work in the stillness of the night, when no one's watching, when your body is rebuilding, cell by cell. I'll be honest with you, Aging is not always gentle, but we are not helpless passengers on this journey. Every small choice matters. Every snack, every step, every night you choose healing over habit, you're casting a vote for strength, not just for your bones, but for your independence, your dignity, and your future. And here's something I believe deeply. You are not too old to rebuild. Your body is still listening. It still wants to heal. It just needs the right support. So tonight, before you reach for the remote or pull the covers up tight, ask yourself, what can I give my bones before I rest? A spoonful of yogurt? A warm cup of turmeric milk? A few prunes with purpose? The answer might seem small, but over time, it might be the reason you rise with strength, not stiffness, with confidence, not fear. Healing begins while you sleep. Let tonight be the start of something stronger. Now that you've seen how powerful these bedtime snacks can be, I want to invite you to do something simple, but potentially life-changing. Choose just one of these 5 snacks tonight. Not all 5, not a new diet, just one small action, one new habit. Pick the one that speaks to you, the one that feels comforting, manageable, and doable. Maybe it's a warm cup of golden milk before bed. Maybe it's a small bowl of Greek yogurt with chia and cinnamon. Or maybe it's just a few prunes in a little dish beside your favorite reading chair. Whatever it is, make it part of your bedtime rhythm. Because healing your bones isn't about grand gestures or expensive pills, it's about consistency and timing. Giving your body the right nutrients during its peak repair hours, when you're sleeping, can quietly protect you from future pain, falls, and frailty. And here's something even more powerful. Share this practice with someone you care about, a spouse, a sibling, a friend from your church or community center. The people in your life deserve to know that it's never too late to nourish their strength. If you found value in this video, consider following our channel, ElderSpark, where we shine a light on simple, natural ways to age with confidence and vitality. Every day, we uncover small actions that can add up to big changes. And before you go, grab a notepad. Write down your bedtime snack plan for the week. Just a quick list: Monday, yogurt; Tuesday, golden milk; Wednesday, prunes. Keep it by your fridge or on the counter as a reminder that healing can be both intentional and delicious. You don't need to do everything. You just need to start. Let's quickly review the 5 bedtime snacks that help rebuild your bones while you sleep. 1. Greek yogurt with chia seeds and cinnamon, packed with calcium, protein, omega-3s, and anti-inflammatory benefits. 2. Almond butter on whole grain toast, a magnesium-rich, sleep-friendly combo that supports bone density. 3. Warm golden milk, turmeric, milk, and black pepper for deep healing and natural calcium. 4. Kiwi and cottage cheese, collagen-boosting vitamin C plus slow-digesting protein for overnight repair. 5. Prunes, a natural source of vitamin K, boron, and polyphenols that actually reverse bone loss. These aren't just snacks. They're nightly gifts to your future self. Try one tonight, because every peaceful sleep can be a step towards stronger, healthier bones. Strong bones are not built in hospitals or rehab centers. They're built quietly, night after night, in the choices we make before bed. A spoonful of yogurt, a handful of prunes, a warm drink stirred with purpose. These are not just snacks. They are acts of self-respect, self-care, and long-term strength. At ElderSpark, we believe that growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser and making every day and every night count. So here's your challenge. Choose one of these 5 snacks and commit to it for the next 7 nights. Watch how your sleep shifts, how your body responds, and how you feel when you rise in the morning. And if this video sparks something in you, hope, curiosity, or even just a plan for tonight, join us here at ElderSpark. This is a space where your health, your independence, and your future matter. Because the best time to protect your bones was 10 years ago. The second best time is tonight. We'll see you in the next video with more ways to live well, age strong, and rise with confidence.